Hey, Colt.
These crates won't move themselves. Need something?
I was told you can help me find an Angara named Lieta.
No can do.
What?
Why not?
I was generously compensated to keep my mouth shut. I'm a man of my word. I'm sure you understand.
She pay you to be quiet?
Why would she pay you to cover her trail?
Not my job to ask questions. She wouldn't have told me anyway. We weren't exactly friends, but she treated me like a stranger the day she left. I shouldn't be telling you this. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Hey, I'm a good friend to have. You help me, and I'll help you.
Go on.
Connections to the Nexus, free reign in Helios, a really cool ship. I can be useful.
Sold. I can't tell you where she went. I can't stop you from taking a peek at my dock records either. Especially if you knew the passcode is 1837.
1837.
Got it. Thanks.
I don't know what you mean.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
Pathfinder.
Oh.
Joel, the records say Lieta went to Aya for recovery. She was injured.
It must have been bad if she was sent to Aya.
What happened on Eladin?
There's a resistance med center on Aya. That's where we'll find answers.
Now there's... Why is there a guy... Is he resting?
Do I
Is he
even
dead?
want to know?
Hey? Oh, this? Some idiot who got talked into a headbutting contest with me by his buddies.
I just hope he doesn't...
Some buddies.
Hey! You!
Not in my bar.
I know you. Nexus. Your people hurt my friends. Now, we're gonna hurt you.
Looks like someone wants a fight. You up for it, Ryder?
Doesn't even stand a chance.
You know I am. You start this, I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah? You and what army?
I don't need an army. I've got a Krogan.
Oh shit, he's screwed.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Really? That's a hefty kick. Anyone else? You, clone. You're all clones, right?
Balls almighty quads, I'm getting too old for this shit. Hey, Ryder. Do me a favor. Don't tell Cash about this.
Sure, whatever.
I got you covered.
That you do, I just don't want her to worry.
That's a lot of... No, that's... Kill us. And of course... we think... Are they actually... Yes, they are. They're actually three. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Ain't that something? Oh, isn't that something? Okay, perfect.
Reinforcements.
Whoa!
Okay, so more.
Loading ammo!
Oh, that was a waste of ammo. Jesus. Ooh, nice. Indra. See if I'm gonna, like, salvage it. Huh? I didn't want to hear about it. You all knew ousting Yao would make the break for the Nexus final. No loss. That teat was running dry. Going independent is just the smart move. It's the only move. Now we got the gear and the freedom to take over this place. Angara, not a problem. He yells at Aeos. Forget him. He won't talk. Anything he brings up will bring his informant and the Nexus informant. He's not going to put himself in that position. Cochrane.
So they kicked out their own leader.
Nope. Nothing about, is it all? Always have to think about, like, reloading. Ooh. I do. Okay.
This former leader, Yale, he's on Eos. He was there tied to the Nexus.
What are we waiting for? Let's find him.
I even want to know how you managed to use...
Pathfinder, this is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate.
Alright. Thank you. I'm pretty sure you're my butler. If you're not my butler, I'm pretty sure you are by now. Butler, butler, butler.
Pathfinder, Vetra
Reyes, I'm at the
came
crime
to bury
scene.
the Ket transponder near this
I've got
location.
intel on our dead guy, Krogan male. Went by the name of Ziar. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
Killing wasn't enough.
They wanted him to suffer.
Not one of mine.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
Killer.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
Just footlockers. With the recent reports of toxic water supply in the Badlands, the plans for large-scale settlement have been cancelled. Instead, this area will be sealed off and converted to a penal colony. Anyone who fails to evacuate does so at their own risk. You'll be considered a permanent resident of the territory and won't be allowed back in. Harsh!
The Angaran footprints lead this way.
See where they go.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
Frying pan. Right. Another day about it? New entry. More mines went missing. Damn scavs. Not gonna bother putting them out anymore. It was a stupid precaution anyway. If anyone's got the quads to take me head on, I welcome the challenge. End log. So, what the? Bottle link, Franco. Ooh. Okay, am I supposed to be back in there? Is there anything for me to, anything else for me to scan? No? Nothing? Not at all? Wait a minute.
A knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
It's Shalash, the Angaran trade language. A home filled with strangers becomes a prison.
Sounds pretty Rokar.
This inscription, along with the DNA and footprints, supports the theory proposed by Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder.
Let's pay our local Rokar a visit.
You know where they are?
I wasn't sitting on my ass this whole time. I'm looking at the place right now.
Send me the coordinates. These murders stopped today.
Looks like the kid was pretty upset with you.
The usual. Curfew's unfair. Staying back in the Nexus where it's safe is unfair. Everything's unfair. She hates me.
She pulled a you're not. This is it. Reyes actually gonna show up.
I got my weapon ready, so if there's an ambush, yeah.
Reyes should be here.
I detect no sign of Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder. Shall we proceed without him?
That's not...
Yep, ambush.
Were we too loud?
Shut up. Pharaoh will deal with you.
But we got weapons. Can we just use them and fight our way in?
I don't need to tell you what happens next.
Settle down. We only came to talk.
Well.
We don't talk with outsiders. You'll bleed, just like the others.
Shoot her already.
So it's true. You murdered innocent people.
Invaders and sympathizers are not innocent. I will protect my home.
Don't let your hate poison you. We can coexist.
Like here on Kadara. Sloane lies to my people and uses them for power.
I'm not Sloane.
You are all the same.
Wow. Good
Not
timing,
so
Reyes.
fast.
You're late.
I've got a good reason. You'll see in 3,
Don't just stand there!
2.
Kill them!
Okay.
Still mad?
Die!
The same way we die. I missed. That's my grade. I want to take a look around. Oh, that's expensive. Okay, not so expensive. Alright, holster my weapon. Should give me 5 more quickly. Wait a minute. New entry. Today, I witnessed one of our own flirting with that disgusting little bartender at port. He took all my self-control and not to slice him open until he stumbled outside the bar. Once we have enough recruits, the entire planet needs to be cleansed of alien scum and their synthesizers. And log.
You were right. These logs prove they came here for recruits, then started killing the locals.
And now they're dead. Don't you love a happy ending?
don't think I'm... Wait a minute.
The streets of Kadara are safe again. You did good, Ryder. Don't worry. I'll let all the important people know who to thank.
We make a good team.
Careful. I'll start thinking you like me.
Should I? What the hell?
Would that be so bad?
Depends. Don't be a stranger, Pathfinder.
Am I saying this in front of Vetra? My bad. My mistake. I'm so sorry.
Pathfinder. Vetra claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location.
Alright, it should pop up if I see anything odd.
Found it.
That thing's busted.
The transponder's power source is drained.
It's a data pad.
So let's juice it up. Turn it on, then Gil can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
We're one step closer to building a home in Helios.
Oh yeah, hard part's totally behind us.
It's always hard. Let's take a look inside.
All right, what now?
Perhaps Reyes has another job for you.
Right. Who are y'all, and what are you doing here?
Welcome to Charybdis Point. Name's Malix. You looking for a place to hole up? Got some open beds. Food and clean water cost extra.
Take it you don't have any private rooms.
I could put up a sheet.
I'll pass.
Suit yourself.
You get a lot of business out here?
Our establishment might not look like much, but spend a few nights in the Badlands and we're practically Hotel Azure. Clean beds, warm grub, and the only place for miles with properly filtered water. Serious amenities on Kadara.
How'd you end up on Kadara?
Followed Sloane from the Nexus, but couldn't pay her protection fees. No fancy port for me.
She forced you out?
Those are the rules. Can't pay the fees, can't live on the mountain. First few months were tough. No water, no weapons to hunt. I really thought I was gonna die out here.
But you survived.
You obviously pulled through.
I didn't travel 600 years to starve to death. I found other exiles. Put the strength in numbers theory to the test. Thus, Charybdis Point was born.
I better get going.
What was he like
See you
before going to the Andromeda Galaxy? Seriously. Let's see what's inside. I think I've been here before.
This place is massive.
Detecting high levels of toxic gas. Proceed with caution, Pathfinder.
Hey, I'm always cautious.
This would be the perfect place to lie low.
Yeah, except for those scorpion things.
Wait, what scorpion thing? I'm not seeing any scorpion. Is it a rat scorpion? Fuck! Wrong! Huh?
Is that a
Is whoever turned off the lights is an asshole. Nearly broke my toe searching for the generator.
generator? What's it doing all the way out here?
It appears to be powering the floodlights.
Well, yeah, but who put it here? The surveyor?
That would be a lot of equipment for one man to carry.
Maybe the guy hired a lot of people.
Dead end. Huh. Try the other path?
Hey, I'm just exploring, looting stuff. And this is really one odd dust trail.
Wow, this place is big.
You don't say.
Another generator.
And more lights. They lead to something?
I got time to loot all.
Huh. We're not completely closed in.
Yeah, let's help this guy because I hear fighting.
Okay, this was the Surveyor's last known location.
Oh.
That him?
Her. No. So there we go. So.
The Surveyor. Who did it? Outcasts, Collective, random exiles?
Gravity.
What?
He broke his neck, probably from trying to obtain barite samples.
Better than being murdered.
Sam, download his data. We can at least deliver that.
Right. Besides.
You hear that?
Intruders! Stand down. The charlatan wants this one alive. Out for a walk, Pathfinder?
The charlatan wants me alive?
No one else in the Collective hesitated to shoot me.
We're a big organization. Low-level operatives might not have gotten the word. But my orders are clear. You're not to be harmed. Crux is in charge here. If you've got questions, talk to her.
That is interesting. Okay. Good thing I explored.
Sam, what's inside the cages?
Judging from the scratching, Ardy.
Not easy building something like that out here.
The Collective, that explains everything. That is... Oh.
Pathfinder, you caught me off guard. We don't receive many visitors.
Why?
The cesspools put them off?
They are natural deterrents, yes. The Angara call this place Drolir. Translates to death caves. A bit melodramatic. If you've a head for navigation, it's perfectly safe. Like most of Kadara, it's the people you should worry about.
What do you mean?
Someone's been faking the charlatan's orders, giving bad intel. It got 2 of our recruits killed.
This is what happens when you rule from the shadows.
Organizations with a face aren't immune to greedy bastards. Trust me. The boss knows it's someone operating out of this base. It's my job to find the culprit.
So what's the holdup?
The imposter could bolt at the first sign of suspicion. I need a subtle way to smoke them out.
Why would someone risk impersonating the charlatan?
Greed is a powerful motivator, Pathfinder. The Collective has access to supplies, credits, you name it. And we only answer to one person.
Maybe I could help. I'm not connected to the Collective. A curious outsider would raise less suspicion than an official representative.
That's true. All right, Pathfinder. Here's what we know. The drop point was in the Sulphur Springs, so the imposter should have high levels of sulfur in their clothes.
Sam's sensors should be able to detect that. Anything else?
We found footprints that could be human or Asari, but too smudged to get an exact size. That's all my intel.
Got the estimate size then? I suppose I can take a look.
That time can't be right.
Sulfur levels are normal.
Not our... Didn't peg the collective as gardeners.
Caution, this plant is highly noxious, Pathfinder.
Damn, I was hoping for a Helios version of tulips.
The collective most likely uses it to make poison. Sulfur readings are low. Additionally, Angaran feet are distinct from humans and Asari.
Can't hurt to check.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
All clear.
Sulfur levels are on the high side, but not by a large percentage.
And she's Asari, which fits our footprint bill. Can't rule her out yet.
She's worth further investigation.
Please, I'd rather you not touch that.
I'm touching it.
Did you hear what I said? Hands up.
I'm touching it.
Seriously? Someone says don't touch that, and the first thing you do is touch it.
Yes, I'm touching it.
Am I not being clear enough? Stop touching that. It's killing you, isn't it? You gave up 600 years, came all the way to a new galaxy, and now you really want to know what that does.
Yes, I really want to know. Bad.
You're thinking maybe a Thresher mob will pop out if I just pushed hard enough. Maybe it's a 3D holo of the new Blasto vid. Blasto versus the Scourge.
That's my phone.
Go ahead. Touch it one more time. And then I'll let you in on the secret.
Yes, please.
Okay. One more to make sure you really want it. Right. So every time you push that button, there's a 50-50 chance a prisoner in the next room dies from electroshock. And yet you did it again. Good thing I'm kidding. It doesn't actually do anything. This is Kadara. Everything's busted. You think you would have figured that out after the 28th try? Sucker.
Aww. Spoilers. Spoil sport.
High sulfur levels, but the footprints at the drop site contradict a Solarian's webbed feet.
Just being thorough, Sam.
New entry. Took a while, but this place is really coming together. We're getting ourselves a proper hideout down here, and the shadows keep coming. No wonder how the charlatan keeps finding all of this shit salvage. Illidan, maybe? I hear they got tons of scrap. Still, that's a long ways between the sheets and metal supplies. But hey, not my credits. And then you drink like a like lemon tea.
Sulfur levels are high. Her footprints are of a similar shape to those left at the drop site.
Need something? Go bother Crux.
You're a testy one.
Sorry. Haven't slept in 36 hours, thanks to another shit job.
36 hours? That can't be healthy.
Earth hours?
Defying the charlatan's orders isn't healthy. I go where I'm told.
The charlatans send you to the sulfur springs?
I smell that bad, huh? Like I said, it was a shit job, but I can't talk details. Especially to an outsider. See you around, Pathfinder.
Rado's heartbreak elevated when you mentioned the sulfur springs, Pathfinder.
Stop listening. God damn it, Xbox. No! Stop listening! Ah, everyone knows that.
Sorry about before, not much traffic down here. Recruits are jumpy.
You didn't shoot, that's all that matters.
You're awfully good-natured about people pointing guns at your face.
I'm just used to it.
Some of us have been down here for months. I haven't seen the sun in weeks.
There are high levels of sulfur in your clothes.
What?
How'd the sulfur get there if you haven't left in weeks?
I oversee our water filters, make sure they aren't tampered with. I shouldn't have to tell you that Kadara's water is full of sulfur. Is that reason enough, creep?
What do you think of Lynx, Sam?
Her explanation for the level of sulfur in her clothes was plausible, Pathfinder.
And the other suspect's heart rate has increased. That means she onto something. She's onto something.
Pathfinder, any luck finding the imposter?
Dorado's clothes showed high levels of sulfur. When I asked about her last job, she was evasive.
Her mission was at the port. She should have been nowhere near the springs. Aquila, detain Dorado, quietly.
On it.
Good work, Pathfinder. I'll make sure the charlatan knows you helped us settle the matter.
I kind of felt bad about it, but...
Pathfinder, still here?
What is a charlatan representative, exactly?
Most members of the collective have no direct contact with the charlatan. The boss delivers their orders through us.
I didn't
Even
realize
as
it
a
was doing this
representative,
the
I only
entire
get
time.
messages. I've never met the charlatan in person.
You're okay with that?
I don't like being micromanaged. As long as I carry out the charlatan's orders, I have the freedom to do as I want.
What's it like working for the collective?
Enjoyable for the most part. Pays good, and being representative gets me respect. Sure, I live in a cave, but every job has its downside, right?
You've no regrets about leaving the Nexus, then?
No way. Those idiots have no idea what they're doing. At least the charlatan has their shit figured out.
Why work for the charlatan instead of Sloane?
Because moving up in the outcasts is a popularity contest. Sloane promotes her friends over the qualified. The charlatan doesn't care who you are, just how you perform.
Thanks for the chat. Found your surveyor. He broke his neck getting barite samples.
Good surveyors are hard to find. Hope you retrieve the samples.
Here you go.
Wonderful. Here are your credits. You earned them.
I got some experience at least, but no credits. Don't rip me off, man.
Ryder. Perfect timing. You saved me the trouble of looking for you.
You're a needy guy, Reyes.
Stop being useful, and I'll stop bugging you.
Give me the details.
A business rival, Zia Cordier, lifted cargo I was moving for a client.
You want my help getting it back?
We worked so well together on the Rokar job, I thought you'd be willing.
What did she steal?
No idea. Client paid extra for privacy. Considering my fees, it must be valuable.
You didn't check.
Honor's got a price. And the client paid it.
How'd this rival of yours get hold of your cargo?
Her usual tactics. Got my middleman drunk, then stole his ship.
Sounds like you know from experience.
Please, I keep to a 3-drink maximum when I'm on a job.
We cut the profits 50-50.
60-40. Final
No,
offer.
50-50.
Deal.
When she stops in Kadara, Zia drinks at Krala's song. We'll start there. See if Umi heard anything that could help us.